Oh my gosh, celebrate yourself. You have come this far. You have expanded your awareness. And now we are in the fourth part of Overflow. The last time we met, I asked you to open up to what is possible for you. Let me now know what you have decided. Were there hesitations, certain feelings? Get deeper into them to see why and what hesitated. There are stories need to be released, seen and illuminated. I have a gem for you. Through all my life, I have always asked myself these two questions. Why is that? Like literally, have you got your answer? Then ask why. You've got an answer to that? Then why? You will get to the root. And the second one is, and what is the flip side? What would be if everything would be upside down? The other side of the coin, the dark side, how I want it to be. These two principles will lead you to the answers that open up a lot with everything in life. So, did you say yes? If you didn't, then get to the blockages that say no. Oftentimes it's that we have the inner feeling that this is what we need, but the no is also there, bigger. And if you hesitate or can't quite look through, it looks like a big mountain. You can always write me a DM, ask me your questions. I'm always happy to look closer with you. In this connection, there is the power. When you have watched all the videos, then I already know it's a yes. You are energetically fully ready, even if you may think you are not. And if you said yes to yourself, this is the power that will lead you through everything. Nothing is better or worse, it's just a sign. And you are always love. Never forget that. When you once became your full self, you are freedom, you are joy of being, and you are wholeness. Something comes after that, and it flows different, it flows effortlessly. A new way of getting wealth opens up. We always learned if it's through family, school, our jobs, or even in business that we have to work hard. That there needs to be strategies to drive sales, that there are limits of what is possible. Always full in control of the mind, to give more than you have, depriving of yourself, of your resources and energies. Hard work and achieving and hustling. You know the best how it played out in your life. I myself have experienced that many times. I hustled, I achieved great highs, but all in the deprivation of myself and my body. And the next level won't be achieved. It is embodied and flows from within you. With becoming whole, you also accepted a natural way of flow of prosperity into your life. You create real wealth from an inner harmony that is anchored in your soul. Like the fountain you flow with what has been always part of your being. Prosperity. And not only is money, it's abundance in all forms. It's your offers becoming the blueprints of your soul expressions. Clients that pay you the amount that your work is worth and even more. When something so natural gets into the world, it can feel firstly a bit different and unknown. But this kind of wealth and prosperity prosperity is part of being limitless. Limitless is a word I absolutely love. One time a woman said it's scary for her. I have worked on my wealth mindset for such a long time that in this moment I understood that it's not natural. It's not a natural way of thinking, and I get why. If you have a limit, you are in control. You know the limits. But you are not here for being in these limits that were set upon you anymore. You're here for unlimitless floating in the stream of prosperity. You were indoctrinated with limits, but your soul has none. Reality has none, and the universe has none. The only shift that is there to make is this one. From creating and being in a no self and a shadow of the soul to fully embodying 100% of your soul essence. And this is the fourth frequency. Overflow, the frequency of the prosperous soul. Overflow happens when you as the vessel, the fountain, let the truth of you, the soul of you flow into this world. When the limitless abundance from within flows into the outside. It expands directly from your source. Everything begins in your soul and it expands into all there is, if you let it. The old paradigm dies as soon as you reclaim your truth. And the prosperous soul is a woman that no longer earns by hard work from the outside. She creates by becoming internally so overflowing that the outside becomes the natural expression of herself living in this world. Wealth is coming from the outside. It is worked hard for, earned and achieved, and no doubt that may have brought you far, but at the same time it's far from how it would be. Wealth is externally. Prosperity comes from the soul, from the inner harmony. And wealth deprives you of your resources. You give more than you really deserve and receive. How much you really have, how much you earn, the revenue, the assets. You can have money, but it exhausts you. This type of being fundamentally contrasts how money is made. We have been sold a lie all the time to stay controllable. This is the breakthrough into a new world, and one that is as limitless as your soul. That's the point of limitations. Like I said before, we were taught that there are things that cap us, limit us in what we are capable or what is possible. But your soul is limitless. It's prosperous without boundaries. The same with the universe. Why the hell do we believe it has to be hard, earned? There are limits or something is stopping you. There isn't. As humans, we have forgotten how powerful and overflowing we are. A woman that accessed her source has become a completely new identity. She shifted into a new timeline and she tells a new story. Real prosperity and wealth flows from within her source. You no longer ask, what do I need to do or become better to get more? You ask, what is the expression of my soul that will have an impact? The answer is the mirror of prosperity from your soul. It has a different frequency, which then manifests it effortlessly into reality. We have forgotten that wealth and prosperity is a natural part of being and nothing that is in the outside, when it's natural part of ourselves. Don't we set limits upon ourselves? Didn't you get the limitations from the outside? Do you truly believe it's part of your being? Let that sink in. You have came here because you already know there is more of your own prosperity in you. A woman that fully stands in her truth and connects to her prosperity as her natural state, that is you. Not the hustling and depriving one. The word value becomes a new definition. The prosperous soul is a woman full of herself, that the world is her. Luck chases you, and the magic of the world works its way to you. Not you have to attract it, it comes to you. You are Garden Eden. You embody heaven on earth. Everything you ever dreamed of, that you wanted but seemed so far. The feeling of pure connectedness with who you truly are. Everything, I mean everything is possible. You are made of abundance. You become the woman that is so rich in her being that the world has no choice than to reflect it. As the universe is expanding and overflowing as a universal law, you do too. And you then act from a place of nourishment, alignment, and aliveness. You literally bring your divinity into the world in an embodied state. So the whole journey we travel together to this moment has been one of greatness of yourself. I don't show you something that isn't you. All my work is bringing you back into your signature. As I connected with you, I see your signature, the arc of your soul, like the X-ray of your divine architecture. This is who you are, but all of this has been forgotten. Not a single person here is limited. We are all unbreakable, perfect. All that I have showed you is the answer of what you are searching for. How you get to your next level, how this calling gets fulfilled. Your soul overflow needs all of the other parts to set your vessel free. Freedom, devotion, and joy of being, and wholeness. From there, a new way of being begins. And as you are a divine being, you were led here by divine timing and guidance. Let's think back to what is literally the meaning of life. To experience yourself in your fullness, aliveness, and the light of being. Your business is your soul expression. Your dreams and aspirations are the guidance, and your feelings and intuition is calling you into something that you can't abandon any longer. Over the past 15 to 20 years, I have gone through this process in depth, in fullness, and became today the ensouled vessel. And even it has been an absolutely hard road, it has been the most fulfilled one I could imagine. I always tune into the collective, and as we are in the world of Divinity of Eden, it is important to say all of it is too freaking crazy connected that we can't really grasp how important your own growth is. No, it's not optional. No, your freedom is not an option. No, your devotion can't be postponed. No, your joy of being is not meant to be waiting. This is the next level, your fulfillment, your purpose embodied. That's the shift that you are currently going through. And this is who you are always meant to be. You express and embody yourself fully with who you are. Your wealth flows from within, while your success deeply fulfills you. With that, you lead and create. This is the path of full ensoulment. You being 100% in this life, not 98, not 88, fully and unapologetic. Every video transmission that you watched is part of Ensouled. Ensouled is the sanctuary for women that have already achieved a lot or are on the way and build a successful version of themselves. But you still feel disconnected and unfulfilled. Ensouled is a holy place where those 4 frequencies, those 4 seals to your souls are held. If you become part of Ensouled, you fully immerse yourself into those frequencies. It's no structure from the outside, nothing to do more or to become more. You become raw to who you really are. The vessel where then fully your soul moves in, fully expressed and fully lived. If you have already watched the videos, you already know how it feels. Tune into that feeling. Like I said, let yourself be guided through that feeling. And in the mail, you get the link to Ensouled. Let's think back to what is literally the meaning of life, like we said. It's to experience yourself in your fullness, in your aliveness, and the light of being. And this is my invitation to you. But this hasn't been all. I got a download to channel and transmit something more for you. Remember the 144,000? Watch out for the next mail. It's the last part of something great, of a transmission, and it now began. It's unstoppable. It's meant to be. It's destined. Now review and listen closely to your inner voice about every part you have heard by my voice, by the light codes that you already have received. This is Ensouled, this is you, and this is aliveness. Until the next mail, I see you there, you wonderful women.